Well, all right. Welcome back to As It Should Be. Paul Bertolino here in the world famous As It Should Be archives. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been in the archives, hasn't it? Well, it's been a few months, and I decided it was high time to pay a little visit, do some more videos. Now, this video is just a track versus track, which I can, of course, do in the world famous As It Should Be studios, but here I have access to far more of my vinyl, and I can actually show you the records I'm talking about. And, well, the records I'm going to be talking about today are a couple of great Elton John albums. Yeah, I'm going to be doing 1970s Elton John, self-titled, his sophomore album, against his third album, 1970s Tumbleweed Connection. Yeah, and, all right. Now, what I've done here, I'm doing the new version of track versus track, where I have ranked the songs on each album, and that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to put them against one another, ranked. So I'm going to start at number 10, and my least favorite, and work my way up to my most favoritist of each album. And so that's how we're going to do this, okay? Because I did a video recently where I did a redo of, I think it was Revolver versus Rubber Soul, and I did it this new way, and I got a lot of comments from people saying, I like this way better. So the people have spoken. So that's how we're doing this. All right. So Elton John versus Tumbleweed Connection, and hit it. All right. Okay, so track number 10 on Elton John is No Shoestrings for Louise. Yes, that is my least favorite song on that album. Now, the thing about that song is it actually points you to where Elton's going next. I mean, that's kind of a take two. It's kind of a countryish sort of song, and it kind of gives you a little bit of a foretaste of what's coming on Tumbleweed Connection, isn't it? But I don't like it much. It's my least favorite song on the Elton John album by far. In fact, overall, I definitely prefer Tumbleweed Connection because the Elton John self-titled is a really highly regarded Elton album for good reason. But for me, it has some great songs on it. It has great production. I love, obviously the Paul Buckmaster string arrangements and stuff. But overall, the album's a little po-faced for me. It's a little too kind of self-serious and I'm an artiste kind of vibe. Elton and Bernie haven't quite hit on that kind of more whimsical, more humor-based kind of vibe that they hit really hit on Honky Chateau. This one's really very serious and but don't get me wrong, great songs on it. Anyway, me going off on tangents. No Shoestrings on Louise goes up against track number 10, or my least favorite, my number 10 on Tumbleweed Connection, which is Son of Your Father. Okay, yeah, and this one, my least favorite on Tumbleweed Connection. It's upbeat, nice double track vocal, but I consider it the weakest song on the album. It's the one I like the least. I like the song fine, but yeah, ranks my lowest. Well, anyway, so I got to choose between the two, and yeah. Son of Your Father gets that. Yeah, the thing is that I don't really love Son of Your Father, but No Shoestrings on Louise, I just don't like. Yeah, I mean, that's almost practically a skipper for me. So yeah, Tumbleweed Connection gets that. Okay, so I have to do my mark here. I have to mark it. All right, so 1 for Tumbleweed. All right, so coming in at number 9 on the Elton John album, The Greatest Discovery. Yeah. I know that's a pretty low ranking for that song. I think that's probably a pretty well-loved song on that album. And it is a great song, but I don't know, there's something about it that I'm kind of really not that into it. I think I liked it a lot more when I was younger. Over time, I don't know. Again, it's back to that po-faced kind of thing that this album kind of has, and it works fine on some songs. On this one, not so much for me. But that goes up against coming in at number 9 on Tumbleweed Connection, My Father's Gun. Yeah. My Father's Gun. I mean, I like that song okay. It's okay. I mean, I kind of like it. I kind of like it, but I'm not really that heavily into it. And, well, that makes it pretty easy for me to choose. I'm going with Tumbleweed Connection again. Yeah, I'm going to give that one to My Father's Gun. Okay. All right. So coming in at number 9 on the Elton John album, first episode at Hinton. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. I'm sure people will get in line to correct me down below. First episode at the word that starts with an H. Up against the song that came in at number 8 on Tumbleweed Connection, which is Take 2. Up against the song that came in at number 8 on Tumbleweed Connection, which is Country Comfort. And, this is actually a thinker, this one. Yeah. You know what? I'm giving that one to the Elton John album. Yeah, I'm gonna go first episode. First episode, so let me mark that. Okay, all right, so coming in at number 7 on the Elton John album is The Cage. Yeah, like just a total upbeat. It's actually kind of out of place on this record. This album is mostly slow and, strings, a lot of ballads and a lot of big epic kind of things. The Cage is just like a straight ahead, rocker with a little bit of a wow, wow, wow kind of vibe. It's, it definitely is like a bit of a sore thumb amongst this set of tracks. But it's a great track, and I like this one a lot. And this one goes up against the song that came in at number 7 on Tumbleweed Connection, which is Talking Old Soldiers. And, Elton John. Yeah, I'm gonna give that to The Cage. Yeah, that's, yeah. So, all right, it's a tie. Let's see. I'm doing. I'm not doing it on paper. When I'm in the archives, I'm doing it on my computer, so it's a different different process. Okay. All right. So coming in at number 6 on the Elton John album, I have "The King Must Die." Okay. And that goes up against the song that came in at number 6 on Tumbleweed Connection, Amarina. Oh, man. That one, that's easy. That is easy. That's, as they say, as you Americans say, no contest. Tumbleweed Connection. Yeah, Amarina. I'm doing this side. My light source is over there. Amarina. Amarina gets that by miles. And I like The King Must Die, but, oh, man, it's no match for Amarina. Woo! All right. Okay, so coming in at number 5 on the Elton John album, 60 Years On. Yeah, the opening track on side 2. Now, that's one of those songs that's really very po-faced, but I love this one. This is a really great one. That goes up against the track that came in at number 5 on Tumbleweed Connection, which is The Ballad of a Well-Known Gun, the opening track on the album. Yeah, ooh. That's pretty easy too. Tumbleweed gets it. Yeah, Well-Known Gun for sure. Yeah. All right. Okay, so the song that comes in at number 4 on the Elton John album, I Need You to Turn To, the second track on side 1. Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one, and that goes up against the track that came in at number 4 on Tumbleweed, which is Burn Down the Mission. Oh, man. Sorry, self-titled. Tumbleweed gets that. Burn Down the Mission by fucking Planets. Are you kidding me? I don't know, man. The self-titled doesn't have it doesn't have a very good chance of winning. Tumbleweed is just bam, 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 bam. Okay. All right. So, coming in at number 3 on the Elton John album is Take Me to the Pilot. Ooh, man. Coming in at number 3 on Tumbleweed. Oh, shit, Love Song. Oh, man. Oh, God. See, we're getting up to the songs I love the most, so now it's going to get really, really tough. Oh, shit. Take Me to the Pilot versus Love Song. Oh. Elizabeth. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Take Me to the Pilot versus Love Song. Oh, damn. I got to think about this a minute, guys. This may even, like, you're going to see some calendar pages go by while I think about this. Oh. Oh man. Okay. I know what I'm going to pick. I really hate to do this, and this is painful because no matter which one of these two I were to choose, it would be absolutely gut-wrenchingly painful because both these songs I love so much, but I know what I'm going to choose. Love song. Yeah, man, Take Me to the Pilot is fucking awesome. And the live version on 11/17/70, if you haven't heard that, oh man, that fucking absolutely kills. Oh man, love song. Oh. Gets it. Okay. Ooh, it's the intensity is building up now. Okay, so coming in number 2 on the Elton John album, Border Song. Damn, okay. That goes up against the song that came in at number 2 on Tumbleweed, Where To Now, St. Peter. Ooh. Oh, man. Oh. Stiff competition, but I'm actually... I know what I'm gonna pick. Border Song. Holy Moses. Yeah. Where To Now, St. Peter has always been one of my very favorites on Tumbleweed. I almost would think it would be pretty tough to find one that I would choose over that, well, except for the one I have at number 1. But man, Border Song. Ooh. Yeah. Border Song. Oh. Let me tally that. Hopefully I didn't fuck up the number. Did I forget to put anything down? I don't know. We'll see. If I put the wrong number of tracks, the people in the comments will let me know, I'm sure. Okay. But this all brings me to our number 1s here. So coming in number 1 on the Elton John album. Surprise, surprise. Shock of all shocks. Your Song came in at number 1. Yeah, I mean, in the end, it's an obvious choice. It's an Elton John for Dummies choice. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be real here. That is my favorite song on the album. It's just the best fucking song on this record. And that goes up against my favorite song, my number 1 favorite song on Tumbleweed Connection. Whew. Come Down in Time. Oh man. And I'm gonna tell you right now. That is my favorite song. Come Down in Time is my favorite song out of all of these songs. That easily wins. Yes, even over Your Song. I love Come Down in Time so much. That is by far my very favorite song out of all the songs on both of these albums. Come Down in Time is incredible. It's phenomenal. People who really love Elton John but haven't dug too deeply into the albums know most of the hits. And there's a ton of hits to know, so even if you only know the hits, you still know a ton of Elton John songs. But like, you don't have Tumbleweed, and you don't know a lot of the album tracks or deeper cuts. Come Down in Time. Woo! Man. Easy win on that. So, speaking of easy wins, yeah, Tumbleweed Connection ran away with that. And let me see, I have my glasses on if I can see this, because it's all blurry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tumbleweed got 7, the Elton John album got 3. And it does figure, because I do prefer Tumbleweed Connection, but that doesn't necessarily mean that an album's going to win. Usually, I guess it does, but yeah. Tasty ginger ale. All right, so there you go. Elton John versus Tumbleweed Connection. Decimated. All right, so... thank you everybody who watches these videos, and thank you everybody who has subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, maybe consider subscribing, because maybe you might want to know when the next videos are coming out. Or just, give the kid a break, huh? Help a guy out. Anyway, but whether you subscribe or not, you may want to come back on Thursday, because Crystal Durant and Tommy Von Voigt are going to be back with me in the world famous As It Should Be studios, and we're going to be continuing our Albums of the Year series, and we're going to be doing 1989. Yeah, this Thursday is 1989. We're closing out the 80s, getting ready to tolerate the 90s, and well, you know the story. If you've been through the through the singles of the year series, you know how the 90s are for us. All right, well, everybody, thank you again, and I will be seeing you guys soon.